What's up guys, it's Carter and we have something big today. The official Lanterns trailer just released today and we have a whole lot to talk about. The trailer showed us so many awesome and exciting things, such as more constructs, clips of the suit, Guy Gardner, the Manhunters, and even Sinestro. Before moving on to the trailer and the breakdown of the trailer, I'll give a quick explanation of the project and the simple premise of what we know so far. So from what we know, it follows Hal Jordan, a more experienced older Lantern, and John Stewart, an inexperienced and newcomer to the Lantern Corps, in which John will be mentored by Hal. It's said to be space detectives investigating galaxy-wide threats. That's just the basic premise us fans know so far, but we definitely learned a lot more from this trailer. And now let's move on to the breakdown and my thoughts. I'm only going to cover and show the main things as I can't show the full trailer. If you want, you can go watch the trailer for yourself and then come back to this video. So to start off, we have Hal attempting to teach John how to fly, in which he seems to make his first contract, which is a bird? Then we see multiple dead bodies, which seems like it's hinting at a big mystery that's going to be a big part of the show. Then we hear our first mention of the Manhunters. We see someone shapeshifting. I'm not sure who that is. If you have any theories, guesses, or even you know who it is, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious myself. So it's Future Carter. While editing the video, I realized I kind of misinterpreted the trailer a little bit, in the sense that I didn't exactly know that the Manhunters were the actual ones shapeshifting, because it literally says they could take form of any species in the universe, which I guess is a new thing, because it's not in the comic books at all. I guess they gave it to them as a new power to make it more interesting. But yeah, that's why I was a little bit confused. But I rewatched the trailer after editing to get my clips for the pictures, and I just realized this. So just like to let you know, yeah, just for more information, add to the video. Back to the video. Then we see Guy Gardner, the GOAT. I loved him in Superman, and I'm definitely gonna love him in Lanterns. Then we actually get to see some space visuals, which makes me extremely happy, as I was under the impression that it was going to be completely based on Earth, based off prior teasers. And then we see Sinestro, who looks amazing. The color looks amazing, and the actor facially really resembles him. And I don't want to nitpick, but I kind of do wish they made the mustache a little more pointy. But then we see the full clip that was shown in the sneak peek yesterday of Hal Jordan flying. And the suit looks much greener, especially than it did in the past teasers. But still, I'm not the biggest fan of the suit. I'll get more into detail of the suit later on in the video, but it definitely does look slightly better. Then we see John in the middle of the water in a kayak, which I'm extremely curious to know as to what's going on in that situation. And then we see another cool construct, and then a scene where John is fighting for his life. What are these men doing to him? I have no idea. Don't know if I want to know. And that wraps up the trailer. Though I still have my issues and concerns, this trailer definitely made me feel a lot better about them. The main ones I still have is them aging up Hal, the armored suit look, and the gray colored atmosphere, as I think the show could definitely benefit from a more vibrant atmosphere. But we did get to see a lot more clips of Hal and John in action, actually using their powers. I do wish we had seen a glimpse of John's suit and more of him using his powers in the ring, but I'm sure it'll come when the full show releases. I'm definitely warming up more to the detective premise, as my main concern was that it was going to be more Earth focused rather than space focused. That concern came from the teasers where they didn't really show much space visuals and focused on Earth, but this trailer definitely shows more space visuals. Regarding the main thing in this trailer, which are the Manhunters, as they're hyped up to be the big threat, they are an interstellar police force created by the Guardians of the Universe, initially to combat evil. And as they gain sentience and become more self-aware, they come to the conclusion that there could only be order if all life were eradicated, and end up becoming an extremely terrible decision by the Guardians of the Universe. Also, I don't have much to say about Sinestro other than he looks fantastic, really comic accurate, as we only really got to see him in one clip. Also, I'm very curious as to what projects this might tie into or set up, but that basically wraps up all of my personal thoughts about the trailer. All in all though, this definitely boosted my excitement for the project and just the DCU in general. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you staying for the whole video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell, and go follow my TikTok, which will be right here. And yeah, that wraps it up for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.